I've had a problem with excessive sweating my entire life. I first started noticing it around middle school, I guess. It was a problem throughout all of middle school and high school, and even in college. I never really realized that I sweat more than other people. I was just more concerned with trying to cover it up myself. I've worn undershirts almost every day, even under just a normal t-shirt, to try to hide it. I've tried almost every deodorant that you can buy at any store, and then I've tried miraDry, which is an antiperspirant. I think it's prescription strength almost, and it helps a little bit, but not completely. And the problem is you have to keep using it every day, and then you run out and you have to buy more. So it's kind of inconvenient. It's had a pretty big impact on my life. Typically, anytime I'm out in public, I kind of have it on the back of my mind that I need to keep my underarms, or I need to keep my arms down to try to cover it up. But this is not my first miraDry treatment. This should be my last, though. Before I had my first treatment, I had a lot of sweating. All of my shirts were just constantly soaked. And so I had my first treatment, and immediately afterwards, the sweating was reduced. There was a very noticeable and significant reduction in sweating. That lasted for several months until it slowly started to come back, not as much as before, but it did slowly come back, and now I'm getting treated again. I've been assured that it will go away permanently. My biggest concern with the procedure my first time was all the shots I got and the needles. There's quite a few shots on your underarms where they numb you for the procedure. But once you get the shots done, you really don't feel anything for the procedure, which takes maybe 30 minutes. You're just kind of lying there and you don't really feel a thing. One thing I can remember is that when I was in high school, I went out on a date with this girl. It was our first date, and we went to see a movie, and my shirt was already soaked before I even met her for the date. But we got into the movie, and a few minutes into the movie, she put her head on my shoulder, and the entire movie I was too afraid to put my arm around her because my shirt was soaked, and I didn't want her head to just be right in the middle of that. So that was a pretty big problem. That relationship didn't really work out. After the procedure, I drove myself home, and I wasn't really too worried or concerned about anything. I didn't really have any pain. I just had to remember to keep icing my underarms every 15 minutes or so and get a new ice pack. For the rest of the day after I got my treatment, everything was pretty normal other than putting ice under my underarms. I went to bed, and going to bed was a little bit uncomfortable because I sleep on my side and my stomach, and so having the underarms done, they were just a little bit swollen. I just sleep on my back. The next day, my underarms were a lot more swollen, and there was a little bit of pain and discomfort, but you can still just go about your normal day and just keep taking painkillers, keep icing, and everything is just pretty normal other than a little bit of pain and soreness. I feel a lot more comfortable lifting my arms up in public or hugging someone. The problem is mostly gone. I still use deodorant, but I do not use the kind that has antiperspirant in it because I don't really need to. But I still put on just deodorant every day to smell good. I would definitely recommend the procedure to anyone with a problem. It really does work. I've really noticed a huge change, and it's really helped my confidence, really improved my overall life, just every aspect of it.